On Christmas Day 2010, a peaceful snowy morning in Somerset turned dark. A couple walking their dog spotted something strange near a country road. It was the frozen body of a young woman. She was Joanna Yeates, a 25-year-old landscape architect who had vanished a week before. Her murder shocked the entire nation. But the real horror? The killer was someone no one expected, living just a few feet away. Joanna Yeates was born on April 19, 1985, in Hampshire, England. She was kind, cheerful, and full of life. She studied landscape architecture at university and was passionate about nature and design. After graduating, she moved to Bristol to start a new life with her boyfriend, Greg Reardon. They lived together in a stylish flat in Clifton, an elegant part of the city. Everything seemed perfect. Friday, December 17, 2010. The day started like any other. Greg, Joanna's boyfriend, left Bristol for a weekend family trip to Sheffield. Joanna had a day at work, then joined colleagues at the Ram pub for some Christmas drinks. She was seen laughing and chatting. Around 8 p.m. she left the pub. She bought a pizza and 2 bottles of cider on her way home. CCTV footage captured her walking alone through the snow, heading to her flat. Joanna never made it to her weekend plans. Greg returned home on Sunday night and immediately knew something was wrong. The lights were on. Her purse, keys, and phone were all there. The pizza was unopened. Their cat had been left alone. Joanna had vanished without a trace. Greg called the police. Joanna was declared missing. The case gained national attention. Her parents, David and Teresa Yeates, made emotional TV appeals. Posters went up across Bristol. Social media exploded. Police launched one of the biggest searches the area had seen. On Christmas morning, a couple walking their dogs near Longwood Lane in Fale and made a horrifying discovery: a body in the snow. It was Joanna. She had been strangled. Her body was left just 3 miles from her home. The nation mourned. But the search was no longer to find her alive, it was to catch her killer. Police quickly focused on an eccentric man, Joanna's landlord, Christopher Jefferies. Jefferies, with his wild hair and odd mannerisms, was a retired teacher who lived in the same building. He had reportedly seen Joanna that night. He was arrested on December 30th. The media painted him as guilty before the facts were known. Christopher Jefferies was innocent. But the damage was done. Newspapers ran wild stories. His name was dragged through the mud. Later, several outlets were fined for defamation. The case showed how quickly media judgment can ruin lives. Meanwhile, the real killer was still free. In January 2011, police got a tip. They turned their attention to Vincent Tabak, a 32-year-old Dutch engineer who lived in the flat next door to Joanna. Tabak seemed quiet, polite, and intelligent. But his computer history told a different story: disturbing searches, violent fantasies, and secret online lives. Tabak was arrested on January 20th. At first, he denied everything. Then he confessed. He claimed Joanna invited him in and things got out of hand. But the evidence said otherwise. He had strangled her when she screamed. He then dragged her body to his car and dumped it in the snow, all while helping police with the investigation. Tabak's trial began in October 2011. He admitted to manslaughter but denied murder. The jury heard how he researched body disposal, searched violent pornography, and even watched media coverage of the case. His calm demeanor crumbled under cross-examination. The jury took just 2 days to find Vincent Tabak guilty of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 20 years. Joanna's parents said their daughter's voice had finally been heard. Joanna Yeates' death led to questions about women's safety, media ethics, and justice. Christopher Jefferies was eventually awarded compensation and became a voice against press intrusion. Her family created memorials to keep her memory alive. Joanna's story is one of life taken too soon, a reminder that danger can hide behind friendly faces, and that justice, though slow, can prevail. May she never be forgotten. If this story moved you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments, what do you think justice really looks like in this case? And remember, sometimes monsters don't hide under your bed. They live next door. Thank you for watching.